Hello, boys and girls, and other,
And men and women.
and everything, everywhere, all at once. Welcome back to Screen Seekers, our exciting, riveting podcast where we take 5 minutes to start. I'm joined today again, weirdly enough, by Alex.
I'm glad to be on this riveting podcast.
Yeah. It's a really good start. So this is our podcast. If you don't know, Screen Seekers, it's we don't even have a real schedule for it. It's just whenever we want to, basically, but usually fortnightly. We try and keep to fortnightly, where we talk about films, games, TV, and anything, and Japan sometimes.
Japan, Doctor Who.
Yeah, anything we kind of we want to talk about,
Quite a
really.
bit.
And honestly, you can't really say anything about that. So
No.
unless we let them.
We could. But what are we talking about today, Jake?
Bus's brain box now.
Whoa.
Damn, throwback. We are talking today. Well, I mean, I think the main topic is that we both have seen 28 years later.
Yep.
And so we wanted to talk a bit about that, and then maybe just go from there if we don't.
What we've been seeing, what we've been catching up on.
Yeah.
Etc. Etc.
So the 28. I don't. What would you call it? The 20. You can't call it the 28 franchise, can you? Because that just sounds a bit silly.
I guess so. Yeah.
The 28 franchise.
So you can't say it's the trilogy because it's going to be a pentalogy
Yes.
as well. Because they're doing
So
28 years into 3 films. Also, if you haven't seen 28 years later, there will be spoilers. So
yeah, we'll flag them. We're first,
I mean, please don't listen to this before you've seen the
just
film.
in case we
see the
slip
film.
up.
And if you haven't seen the film, I don't know. Yeah.
Why would you be interested in listening to a review? Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, you could do.
We're pointing them out, but let's just start with 28 Days Later came out in 2002.
Jeez.
Directed by Danny Boyle, written by Alex Garland. I think we both seen it, obviously.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen it for a while. I haven't seen it for a while.
I know he wakes up in London.
Wanders around. He's naked, or at least he is naked right at the start, isn't he?
No, he's in like one of those like blue.
Pretty sure that we see Cillian Murphy's little Cillian Murphy. I'm not saying it's little. I'm just saying that's.
Do it. I can't remember that bit.
No, well,
Erased it from my mind.
Maybe it was the film, right?
But yeah, he's in like a gown. He just walks around
through London. Through
then
deserted London.
He gets saved from by some survivors.
Yes. Brendan Gleeson.
Stunt stuff happens, and then
This is a great recap.
Christopher Eccleston towards the end.
He's the bad man.
He's the bad.
He's the soldier guy.
He's the soldier man. Oh yeah. I assume they're trying to get to like the safe place where the soldiers are.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And then he turns out to be really bad. Which is a point because which I have to ask you because you probably know better than me. Is Ralph Fiennes in either of the other two?
No.
Because it must have been Christopher Eccleston that I was thinking of.
Right.
But I knew it was Christopher Eccleston though.
Yeah.
But I was like,
right. Could it be Ralph Fiennes? No.
Maybe because they're both kind of bald.
Yeah.
Maybe. He seems to fit it as well. Just apart.
I guess they're like they're not middle aged now, but they're white men with hardly any hair on their head.
Maybe that's it.
That's the connection, and they're both doctors. See what I did there? Little joke there.
Yeah.
Joke. It's crazy how that was before Doctor Who that Chris Eccleston did that.
Yeah.
And then after Doctor Who, he just did villains again, but they were all crap. Anyway, let's not go down that again. So 28 Days, from what I remember, like it was known to be like to kind of give the zombie genre a kind of kick up the ass a bit. Speedy zombies, quite frantic, filmed as if it was like filmed on I don't know, some sort of Nokia brick phone. Like it had like a really kind of gritty, grimy look that made it kind of feel very low budget, but kind of on purpose, I guess. Like it was kind of like run and gun, like had a great score. Yeah, I haven't. This is really bad prep. We should have watched them before talking about them, but that's not actually the focus today. But yeah, I think I remember it being pretty good.
Yeah, I just love
Back in the day.
like what they do, because I feel like it's a serious zombie film,
Yeah, it
and
is pretty serious. Yeah.
and like most zombie films aren't
Mm,
serious, even if
mm.
they try to be serious,
It's hard to
they
make
just
them.
end up don't being serious. But this one nails it, I think.
And then we had
like the
Weeks, which is
I love Weeks as well.
I don't like.
I
I mean,
think
Weeks
because,
is fun.
I think maybe because of the start, because the start's really cool.
Starts so good.
It's like they're in like a facility, and then it gets like infected get in somehow.
I just remember Robert Carlyle like running out the house and that music. Dun,
yeah, he leaves his wife.
dun,
He
dun.
leaves his wife, and then his wife survives the attack at the house.
Right, I can't remember anything.
I think, and she's at the place later, but
Right.
she is infected,
Right.
and that's how the infected get in. And then
Gotcha.
the kids are like trapped in that. I don't even know where they are. The massive like hallway or whatever,
Right.
with loads of people, and then they escape.
Yeah.
And then they're on their own in the city with the infected.
Jeremy Renner, right? In that. Jeremy Renner?
Yeah, I think he is
It's like one of
actually.
the main guys.
He's
Rose
like one of the
Byrne, is it?
soldiers.
Yeah, because it's very, it's
Later
more
on.
military focused. That one, isn't it?
It is,
Weeks
yeah,
is much
yeah.
more action, military focused.
Oh yeah, I need to watch that again.
2007, I want to say, or six.
Yeah,
something. So
2007,
not
I
too
think.
long afterwards, and then obviously it kind of, everyone was expecting months, right? I think for months.
Yeah, that's true.
And Danny Boyle didn't do the second one, but obviously he's gone on to become quite a sort of well-regarded director, but he hasn't had like I'd say a big hit since like I don't know, like Slumdog Millionaire was quite big, wasn't it, back in the day?
Yeah.
127 Hours was quite big. Obviously, Trainspotting he did. But yeah, so that franchise kind of just stopped there, and I don't think anyone like was shocked that there wasn't any more. But I think just time went by and the zombie genre became so overpopulated.
Do you think they will regret not doing months instead of say it's a 3-part a year? I mean, it doesn't make much difference really, but
I mean, when we get onto the
In
actual
terms of, like-
context of what Years is, I think Years is quite clever because it's not just, this is a, this isn't just a time jump for the sake of it. I think I get the
Yeah.
impression that there's a reason. But anyway, so yeah, so 28 days, 28 weeks, solid zombie films, kind of gave it a sort of very British, grounded, gritty, dirty, kind of feel. Weeks was a bit more, I guess, a bit more Hollywood. And then, yeah, we've had lots of zombie films since. And then finally, I don't know when it was announced, but a couple of years ago, they were like, oh, Danny Boyle's coming back with Alex Garland, and they're doing a new film. And then they were like, oh, shit, I know it's actually being shot back to back with a sequel that isn't directed by Danny Boyle. And that there may be a third one too. Well, they want to do a third one to do a trilogy. So we've gone from having just 2 films to maybe 5.
yeah, I assume he'll direct the last one.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, that is. And
Okay, it'll be-
honestly, like if the second one is, good, then
I'm sure it
it
will
makes
be.
sense that the third one will give time then for like it's almost like they do it with Star Wars, right? When obviously not the original trilogy, they kind of you pass the baton to someone
Yeah.
else so that you can work on the next one while you're doing the last one, if it makes sense. So
Yeah.
anyhow, so 28 years later, what were your expectations going into this?
I don't really had any expectations. I just wanted it to be good, and it was. It was. I think just the fact that, because it's probably my favorite horror movies. The 28 Days Later, Weeks
Okay.
Later, probably overall. And yeah, I was just excited to see what they were doing. Like, overall, if this was the last film and there wasn't any, like, more, I'd be a little disappointed. I mean, it was great. The start was great. Like them going off the island, like training the boy or whatever.
Yeah.
Like all that was great, and them coming back.
Obviously, careful with spoiler. Or do you want to just give the spoiler warning now, just to?
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I assume the whole podcast is a spoiler. The whole podcast.
I mean,
is
what
a
you've said
spoiler.
so far is fine because everyone knows that there's an island and they go off the
yeah,
island.
don't listen to this if you haven't seen 28 Days
Okay.
Later. We're going to be talking about the film and stuff that happens. But yeah, that's all good. Then comes some questionable motives. But yeah, I mean, overall, I was very happy with it. And like I said, like it's great that we're getting more and can't wait for those ones to come out. Yeah, it was just really exciting and it's just, yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, I also thoroughly enjoyed it. I wasn't convinced on it before seeing it, but it's nice to be wrong, nice to be proven wrong. Yeah, we'd heard about how it was shot, with using predominantly iPhones and having that sort of really grisly sort of kinetic feeling that the original kind of did. And I think that's probably its best strength. Like I was just constantly impressed on how much energy the film had. Like it felt like it did feel like it was shot on phones in a way, because there are some shots that feel like that they're not like overly polished and cinematic. Some that are like out of focus a little bit, but at the end of the day, that camera is moving so much, and the edit and like even a simple thing like shooting a zombie in the head with an arrow.
Oh, yeah.
They make it like the coolest thing you've ever seen by just like using the edit and different camera angles to like freeze it on that moment and be like, and like, it's just so stylish, and it feels like a director that's new. Doesn't feel like a 60 whatever he is year old man that's been doing this for 20, 30 years. It feels like someone brand new that's like, I know what I can do with the zombie genre. I'm just going to be very stylish, but also have a really nice domestic emotional human story at its core, with a family dynamic that keeps it grounded. I teared up many times. I was very impressed by how much heart this film has, while also being utterly kind of thrilling, and the chase sequences and the way they do zombies, and I was just very impressed. A lot of penis as well. A lot of penis in this film. So if that is something that you don't want to see, you can't avoid it, I'm afraid. You try to. You can't.
That reminds me.
Well,
No.
right.
To be fair, I mean, I didn't really notice much penis, to be honest.
No.
But at the start, a certain word is said 4 times, and I'm like,
yes.
Yes. They've changed the rules for 18, 15.
That's true. Yeah.
I was like,
I was surprised it was a 15.
They say the C word 4 times.
Yeah.
Not again for the rest of the film, mind.
Nope.
But I was kind of like, why is this a 15?
Straight away.
I thought that was like an 18.
I think
kind of
it's that part again. It's like bringing that sort of British domestic sort of feeling to the film with the language, the accents. They're all regional accents, all of them. The kind of mundaneness of it, and of course, you cannot mention this film without mentioning the Teletubbies. And if you're still listening and you haven't seen the film, then you're going to be very confused. But there is a lot of Teletubbies. Well, there's a decent amount. There's more Teletubbies in this film than you would think.
What, just at the start?
At the start,
is there any
and
more?
sort of near the end. But I want to talk about the ending after,
okay.
because the ending is fascinating and one of the wildest things this film does, which is crazy. We're going back to what I said about the time difference. I think it was really cool what they did with what time has done with the infection. The basic setup for 20 years later is that the whole world is fine.
Yeah.
But Britain is infected zone, and all the zombies are there, and they've gone apocalyptic. And obviously this is post Brexit as well. So it's Danny Boyle, Alex Garland, they're doing something there. But I like that kind of, because there's a character in there that, and this is actually my least favorite part of the film, is when there's a soldier guy that comes arrives,
Yeah.
and he's sort of like the comic relief character, because a lot of the comedy is like he's like, oh, check out my phone, and the kid's like, what is that?
Yeah,
And that's kind of like a
mean,
gag.
I didn't mind that, but a part that he was kind of involved in, or a part that happened while he was there, I was not happy with. The pregnant.
Oh my god, I love that part.
In fact, I mean,
Mad.
I don't know, because like, I don't know. It was just like it's making them really human, and it's like really weird.
Oh, I liked it. And I think this
dunno.
baby, it's so the baby is either two things, right? It's either going to be miracle cure baby, or like a fucking, second coming of evil Christ or whatever. It's gonna be some bad baby.
It's
One of them.
It's
Or normal baby.
It's probably gonna be like a thing of like cure baby, but they can infect others. Sort of like
Ebola syndrome.
like like say like if they scratch someone,
Right. Okay.
they'll get infected.
Right.
Like they're carrying the virus.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that.
Imagine.
That's kind of cool. That's a kind of spin on what we've seen with The Last of Us. And things like that.
Well, at first I thought, because obviously the alpha, because the
Big dong.
big person
Yeah.
follows them back home, and he's like running across this causeway. I assumed loads of zombies were gonna come.
Yeah, I was
something
thinking
like
that as well. Yeah.
But they didn't. But something like that's gonna happen, or most probably the baby's gonna affect when they grow up, infect people, and they can't live there anymore.
Yeah. It's nice that they kept their island though. I like that. I didn't, because I kind of would have been a bit like, if they got overrun, but it's nice that they got to keep their little island.
Yeah, it's nice.
The causeway, such a cool idea.
Yeah, love it. Yeah.
Like basically just a path that only like can be crossed certain times of day.
Like for 4
that's
hours.
Great.
A
And
day.
that chase sequence with the northern lights and him like storming through, that's great.
Yeah. But yeah, there are some aspects of the film that are a bit questionable, and like things that could have been said and then it been like, you see like posts on Instagram of like, where something happens like early in the film to solve the problem, and it's like directed by George Lucas.
Yeah.
It's like, because so they when they're on the island, the boy and the man see the fire of the doctor, and the boy learns that it's a doctor.
Yes.
He's confused why his dad doesn't go see the doctor.
Yes.
He says he's insane, etc. The boy then takes his mother outside.
Ill mother. Yeah.
Who knows that they're on the mainland. They're like, oh wait, we're on the mainland, we shouldn't be here. But the son's like, okay, we'll take you to the doctor, Mum. She's like, okay, fine, that's fine. They get to the doctor. The doctor's like, oh yeah, I'm very sorry, you have cancer. And then the mum's like, yeah, I thought I did. I just didn't know how to tell you, Spike. And Spike's like, I mean, older Spike would have been fuming.
Older Spike.
Like, that's I mean, I found that a bit silly.
Okay.
I mean, just they could have easily got around that bit. I think, but that I do find that a bit silly.
That's fair.
Just because it's like, you'd rather go through an apocalyptic world with your son, you're risking death every second you're out there, instead of telling your son, I might have cancer.
So I get, not to defend it, because I think that's a good point, but I guess the reason, how they would reason it, is that she does have like memory, like her memory comes and goes, right?
Yeah, but
I'm not saying that's not a bit cheap, but
I mean, it's like, because when she's on the island, like back safe home, she seems really bad.
Yeah.
When she's on the mainland, she doesn't really seem that bad.
She just needs some bacon.
Yeah, she just needs to get out. She needs to walk a bit.
Brilliant. They're all good, but yeah, Jodie Comer, fantastic. And I think again, having that domestic, very normal, mundane but horrible thing of cancer, and making it, such a sort of an anchor point for the whole story, and again that Britishness of like, he slaps his son, and you don't see that a lot, and it's like, we're this is very much a sort of a reality, and I love like the remnants of. Like, there's this one particular part where I think she's in bed with Spike, and she says, like, oh, I need to go to the shop, and there's just a flash of, like, a like, town, like, in the state, and then he's like, then her memory kind of comes back, and he's like, oh, yeah, like, that's what you want about Mum, and then we see it, like, ruined. There's a lot of that. Like, there's a lot of flashes of, like, there's a part where you see, I think it's Henry VIII, the film, you see, like, medieval...
At the start, there's crazy. A load of it. There's a load of like flashes,
and there's the
different things,
like war stuff, and while they're doing that amazing 9, 7, 8, 32,
yeah.
Was it? There's no march in the war or whatever. I don't know what it was, but very eerie part. The whole skull thing. Loved it. I mean, I think one of the most beautiful shots is like just after spoilers, even more spoilers, when she dies, and he brings her skull back, and then they put it on the top.
Yeah.
And there's like that shot overhead of the flames going around. It looks like kind of like an eye.
Yeah.
I was like, this is again like so surreal and strange. Like there are dream sequences in this film. There's like parts where like any other film would be like, why are we cutting away to that? But this film, it feels like it makes sense. Like, there's parts where it just cut to, like, this infrared vision or whatever of zombies or deer or whatever.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Best death/kill of the whole film was when the Alpha grabbed the soldier's head, he pulled it out, and then he whacked the other guy with it.
Yeah, just pulling the head and then the spine coming out.
It's great.
Of it. It's just, oh.
But yeah, my main thing is I think when that soldier guy, and there was a lot of, like, comic relief elements, and I was like... like it was a weird, it was again another like tone shift where it was like, I don't know, but apart from that,
although I do love one, the fact the boy in it is the character is at least 12,
brilliant actor as well.
They do like say, oh, it should be like 14, 15. Well, for one, they're doing all right. Anyway, they seem to be doing all right. There doesn't seem to be a rush to train people up.
Yeah, why
maybe
are they
wait till 18, maybe 20, so they're actually strong. They're good at doing what they do.
Yeah,
they'll be more confident. They won't be scared as much. But no, just 12. And also, once the adventure's over, once he's gone to the doctor with his come back with the baby.
Yep.
He just stays there out for a month.
Yeah,
he just survives. I'm like, is it not that like unsafe?
He likes it.
Is he like a pro? Is he like, how's he surviving? It's like adults can't do that. What?
Maybe he's scared to go back to his dad.
It's a bit silly. The whole that puts into perspective how silly the island is. If it's that easy to survive on the island, then it's like the mainland. Then it's
hopefully there's a motive or something that gets explained.
Yeah, maybe he's like met someone. He's surviving with Cillian Murphy.
Goddamn does meet someone at the end. So let's talk about the ending, because the ending is baffling. Because I couldn't quite believe it when I was watching it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because on surface level, it's very mad. Like so basically at the end he meets this like group of very colourful characters that basically do this goddamn like martial arts attack to these zombies while a heavy metal version of the Teletubbies theme is playing.
Oh, is it Teletubbies theme?
La la and Po, because it starts with doon 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 doon, and you see them flip over there, and I was like, right, okay, Teletubbies, okay.
I didn't realise it was the Teletubbies theme.
But then when you look a bit closer, That's when you get. It's a very strange. So he's called Jimmy, the main guy. That says hello. They're actually all called Jimmy. If you look on the credits, it's Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy. They're all Jimmy. Okay. So obviously he's the character that you see at the start of the film with a fantastic opening sequence. Arguably might be one of my favorite sequences of the whole film.
Yeah.
Just that whole like
it is great.
Them watching Teletubbies and then it like cuts to that and it's still playing Teletubbies. And it's just like that whole attack is brutal and it's just it's so good.
Horrible, yeah.
But Jimmy and his friends are all dressed and their appearance is very similar, incredibly similar to a certain presenter from BBC Children's Television.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Jimmy Savile. Now, they're all dressed like Jimmy Savile. He's got white hair, and he's called Jimmy. Now, that's not a coincidence. So I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with that because that. So if you didn't know who Jimmy Savile was, he's a children's presenter. I don't know how you don't know who he is. Children's presenter. He's dead now. That was there was this massive report about him. He's basically a paedophile, very bad man, and yeah, to have this film end with like Jimmy Savile cosplayers with a kid and dressed as the Power, like, and also there's a link between the Power Rangers because he picks up a Power Ranger right at the start, and they're all like in different colors at the end. Like they're all different, as if they're like different colors of the Power Rangers, and they're doing front flips, which is what the Power Rangers do. Mad, utterly mad. And I was just like, yeah, cool. I was waiting for Cillian Murphy to show up, but I was like, okay, I've got this. I guess it was mad, but yeah. So I could be completely wrong, but I don't think I am. I have fact checked myself.
Yeah, looked up pictures of Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, but like I was just looking at it, I was like, they remind me of someone, and I was like, no, why would it be here? But yeah,
I did see. I don't know how many times throughout the film you see his name, but you see it at least once.
Yeah.
On where they stay at night.
Yeah, it's written on the side.
It's like I don't know what it says. It's like believe in Jimmy maybe or something like that.
Yeah. Because he says
instead of God or
his
something.
last line as a kid, he's underneath the church and he says like, "Why has God forsaken me?" So clearly, and he wears an upside down crucifix, so clearly he's a bit of a nutter.
Yeah,
and he is. Yeah, I think Jack O'Connell, who plays him, is in the sequel. So, as well as most of the cast, apart from obviously Jodie Comer.
Well, yeah, because there wasn't really any bad people, were there? Well, there wasn't.
No,
in this film.
No.
So I think the second one.
I think so. Yeah.
Will probably bring that in to into light.
Yeah, but yeah, I thinking on even more. Yeah, I think I'm really quite blown away by it. I think it looks. There's some beautiful shots in it as well, which are just like there's this part where they're waiting for the alpha and he's just stood by this tree, which I had a look online. That I think it's that tree is the sycamore tree.
Yeah.
Which is the one that got chopped down like a few years ago or whatever. So that's an interesting one.
Huh?
Remember there was like a tree that got like some like not sacred, but some like historical tree that got cut down. There was a big like news report about it, like they were cutting it down or it fell down or something.
Because isn't a sycamore tree just a type of tree?
Yeah, but it's like a specific.
It's like a.
I don't know. I could be completely wrong here. I might be wrong, but yeah, that was a really nice shot. And yeah, there was some just beautiful shots throughout, just of like fields, and it's very rural and yeah, just so stylish.
Yeah,
and so fast and frenetic, but also had time to like deliver proper. Some good old human drama as well. Pretty dark as well. Like that kid, like he sees his mum. 5 minutes later, he just sees her skull. That's quite a lot to take in, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe it wasn't her. How are you gonna know? How are you gonna fact check a skull? How are you gonna check that's her skull?
Maybe it wasn't. Who knows?
Also, I was very glad that Ralph Fiennes wasn't a baddie. Because I think the trailer made him look like he was, and that's the whole point, isn't it? That he's a nutter.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh.
Maybe he is. Maybe if he's in number 2. Maybe he knows who Jimmy is.
One more thing I also like about the whole franchise is how fast the infection is. It's like 5 seconds. It's like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like you get bit, and then you like you can't.
Yeah.
They can't do the classic like, oh, they're infected, like the, you know, like, oh, you. It's like, you okay? You know, they can't do any of that.
But that why does the why do they check them then at the gate?
That's true. Yeah.
But you are right, because like when like the soldiers or whatever, there's like a bit with
It's like instant.
the French or I think or something.
Belgium
or Sweden.
He says he's from Sweden.
Maybe
Sweden.
maybe everywhere. You know.
He's Viking.
But yeah, they get like bitten and stuff, and then they just vomit.
It's like instant.
Yeah.
It's very strong. Strong stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I love how the. Do you think the slow ones are just slow because they were fat in there? They were fat people. Because obviously the runners, you need decent amount of strength.
I assume so, because they are all fat, the slow ones. So, yeah.
I think the alpha is like enough. Like I don't know if this universe feels like it needs like 5 different special.
Oh no!
Types,
yeah. Don't go down that route, because it'll just.
I think the alpha is about enough.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So if it wasn't clear, I think we both really enjoyed it. I was I think really surprised, pleasantly surprised by it. And I think it feels like a director trying to make a statement for himself, but it's Danny Boyle, who's been around for ages, so can't wait for the next one, who's directed by Nia DaCosta, who did Marvel's Boo, but also did the Candyman remake, which was quite good. So.
Do we know when it's supposed to come out?
January next year.
Oh, so in like 6 months.
Yeah, that's what it says on Wikipedia or whatever.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
Because it was shot back to back with
that's
part 1.
That's so cool.
And Cillian Murphy apparently will appear. I don't think he's a lead.
Okay,
but he will appear.
So okay, that's what I was gonna also ask. Like, so it's basically gonna be he's gonna be at the end. I reckon.
But
and then number 3 might be about him.
What's really funny though is like if you would have said this about like I don't know I don't want to say a normal actor, but like Cillian Murphy has such a love. Everyone loves him and everyone knows him. That now there's like this. Oh, when's he gonna show? He's just a guy called Jim, like in the films, right? He's just a normal guy, right?
Is he actually called Jim?
Yeah. Which also is the Jimmy thing, which is that a coincidence?
Wait, is that kid called Jimmy at the start?
James. There's a James in there, which is his dad.
Ooh.
Yeah, the kid at the start is the same guy. I don't know. It's just it's too much.
Because it's Jim.
It's too much going on.
In charge of Jimmy. Maybe.
But it is quite funny how like there's this hype, and I'm looking forward to seeing him. But it's like, well, if he shows up at the end, it's hardly like know an Avengers moment, is it? It's just gonna be Cillian Murphy be like, all right, or whatever. Yeah. Just some guy.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, if they say he's in the next one, it's going to be like a cameo, like at the end.
And then he'll, I assume, lead part 3.
Yeah,
or be one of the main ones.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Exciting times, and I think one of my favorites of the year. So it's really good, really good. So go watch it if you haven't.
And leave what your thoughts about are in the comments if you get this far.
Yeah. Do you agree with anything, including but not limited to the Jimmy Savile Power Rangers at the end? What do you think about pregnant zombies? And what do you think about big dong zombies? Anyhow, what else have you been watching, Alex?
Okay. I had to obviously binge One Piece. So it came back because it was on a break, and it came back in like April, and there was like 10 episodes to watch. I thought it'd be more. I thought I counted like 17, but no, I was wrong. It was about 10. Sad times. But that's really cool. It's really good. Even though like it's a lot of it was not a lot of it, but like some of it was like side stuff, like about other characters, like a character called Kuma and his daughter Bonnie. But it's so good. Like the side stuff is so good at the moment that I don't mind. Maybe I'd be a bit pissed off if I was watching it every week and be like, oh, for God's sake, another like backstory episode. But it's so good. It's so good. As always, go watch One Piece. You will not regret it.
Are they still like 25 minutes long? Is that what?
Yeah. 25 minutes.
And is this the start of a new season, or is this just continuing?
Well, I mean, no, it's not a start of like a new arc or anything.
Right.
And they don't really do.
Because didn't you have because you had a break, right?
Yeah, I had a break, but it was in the middle of like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like in the middle of the action.
Damn.
They just
were like, "Yo, this is too much. We need a break."
But yeah, I was thinking though, like it's good for One Piece fans, because it's like on 1,100 episodes, I think, maybe 1,000 episodes. I think it's 1,100. But like even if it ended, say like the manga in like sometime next year, you're getting minimum 1,500 episodes.
So it's quite far behind the manga.
I mean, even if it isn't that far behind, I think it is far behind. Like not like one arc behind. Like, so it's not that far. But in terms of like fights and things, like major fights, some of those can be like 10 episodes, you know, and like especially towards the end, they're gonna drag it out as well.
They're gonna do like a Attack on Titan.
Yeah, it's gonna be that's gonna be fun to watch. Just the same fight 10 times for Luffy to throw a punch. 10 episodes, like
Damn.
3 hours. But no, it's really good. It's really fun. Currently watching a good show about called 86. So it's about sort of like drone warfare. It's like set in like 100 years time, where like drones and like robots are sort of like used for warfare. But it's actually people manning the 86 are manning like the robots, defending the country, like called the Alba, against the Legion who are attacking them. But the whole thing is that the 86 have been discriminated against, and they're just people with just normal hair, and the Alba are people with white hair. So it's like a purity, like discrimination thing. So they're just sent to the front lines to be like slaughtered. The 86, and
sucks.
it's just really fun to watch.
Fun.
Like
those people just got sent to be slaughtered. Tell you what, that's fun. That really fun.
No, it's a good show. It's really good. It's and I'm just excited to see how it goes, because they've reached the town of like where the Legion are coming from, or like where the orders come from. But it's just like a normal city, and they're just like deciding whether to go back to the battlefield or not, which I think they are. But like,
is this one of those like multi-season, or is it quite new?
It came out in 2020, so I think it's only like 30 episodes, something like that. So it's quite short.
And what drew you to this one? Any particular?
Just watching Pokemon videos, and just because they talk about anime, the people who I watch, and they just like 86 is great. So
okay.
So watch that. What else have I watched? I watched some films. I watched Rush Hour, always good. Rush Hour 2, not better, but it's the same caliber. It's really funny. What else did I watch? I watched something else. Oh, I watched Your Name. My God, that's such a good film. I forgot. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. No, I've heard good things.
Good. It is so good. Where two people switch bodies like every day for like 2 weeks or something, and then they suddenly stop. And I
Substance.
I had seen it before, but I forgot all about it. That's why I rewatched it. And the twist it does make you tear up a bit. And it's great. It's such a good film. I would definitely recommend it. I watched The Dark Knight last night. Such a good film. Again, even though on Letterboxd I hadn't reviewed it apparently, or whatever.
I
The
know
Dark
at
Knight
least two people that say that it's overrated, and
The Dark Knight?
Yeah, I think they're dumb.
It's constant. It's like there's no gap of anything. The Joker, it's like.
I mean, Heath Ledger's just.
It's one thing after they rob the bank, then they're killing someone, then there's another target, then there's another target, then someone's kidnapped.
Do you think it's like the darkest 12 that's ever been made? It's got to be up there, right?
Yeah.
Like it's
like on the border of 15.
Yeah. I mean, just the pencil bit alone.
Just the threat.
Yes.
Of like like the boat scene, like getting people.
It's very mature, isn't it?
To sort of decide whether to blow someone else up.
It's brilliant. It's so
before
good.
they do. It's like that's just
It's a classic, isn't it?
It's so good. I forgot how good it was, and like how I forgot how much the Joker like does so much in it. It's not like he's like takes a bomb to a baseball field. Bane. I don't know if that's what he does. I haven't seen it for ages.
Right.
But he
takes over all of Gotham, but
well, I mean, so does Joker, really. I think he just threatens it so much. He's so good.
There is this part of me which is like when I first watched it, I think it was good, but I imagine this goes for quite a few people as well. On my memory of it, I haven't seen it in years, mind, and I think as a kid, you would think it would be. Again, I'm not saying this is what you think it is. A bit boring because Batman's not really Batman much in it, right? Like I would say arguably it's a Joker film. More than it is like a Batman film.
Oh yeah.
Which is why I think as a kid you might be like, oh, like, why isn't there more fighting? Why isn't there more like bish bash boosh? But
possibly
it's because it's much more sophisticated and mature than that, and I think all the better for it. There's plenty of other films you can watch with.
There's still quite a lot of violence.
There is, yeah.
Action.
We are tonight's entertainment.
But yeah, I watched that.
Very poor choice of words.
I swear I've watched something else. Could just look at my. No, I think it was
Yeah.
I think that's it. Have you watched anything in the interim?
I'm always watching things. I finished. I don't want to drag it out because we've already done many discussions on it, but I finished Doctor Who Series 1, the original Series 1, the Christopher Eccleston, not the original, the Christopher Eccleston Series 1. I finished that the other day. I don't want to completely review it, but I'd say my opinion is I'm more impressed with it now than I ever was. Maybe that's because of what we've had recently. The Empty Child, still, I can't believe how good it is. Arguably Stephen Moffat's best one. I think what I realised this time around watching it is how sad it is. Like, not just the end bit, which hits you in the feels, but it's moments that probably one of the best actual cliffhanger and pickups of any Doctor Who is the go to your room. And it's quite funny in a way, but then afterwards there's just a scene of the child just walking home in empty, dark, bombed out streets, and he's just walking, he's got his head bowed. I'm like, man, you made a sad monster.
Yeah, if you've never seen Doctor Who or you're not into fantasy or anything like that, go watch Empty Child and then you will be.
And
it's so
it's
good.
Baffling how it's very eerie and creepy and grounded and really eerie, I think is a great word. But also there's this very camp, this campness to it. There's Captain Jack and his spaceship, and there's this really heightened sci-fi element, but there's also all this other it's he mixed both of the it's just so good. I could go on about it all day. Dalek, much better than I remember it. Existential Dalek, it's brilliant, it's great. Boomtown, much better than I remember it. I remember being really bored with Boomtown when I first watched it, and the whole plot. It's not really a plot for it. It's when Celine comes back. She's in Cardiff.
Yeah.
There's not much plot to it, but my God, there's so much character. There's so much character stuff going on, with Mickey and Rose.
Oh yeah.
And Jackie and no, Jackie's not in it, but there's a lot going on which is juicy, and the whole like the dilemma of the Doctor isn't killing her, but he's sending her to be killed. So it's like,
Yeah.
And the finale is brilliant.
She turns into an egg.
And then the 2-part finale, which is very good and very dark. I can't believe how like, because obviously it starts with the whole Big Brother and Weakest Link, and they're so much fun, but also quite macabre and very darkly funny as well. The whole you are Weakest Link boy. But then episode 2, there's a scene, and I must have just forgotten it, where the Daleks go down to the bottom floor and they wipe out about 50 people, like more than 100 people, like civilians. They just wipe them out. I'm like, I don't think Doctor Who ever does that. It usually something usually happens.
The Doctor saves them or something.
And also there's this whole, and they start bombing the Earth, and they're like, no, they are bombing it. Like, it's not like we're gonna do the whole like, oh, there's a shield or whoop whoop whoop. They haven't done it. It's like, no, they're bombing like continents. It's great. It's so good. Very good. Much better than I remember it. I think the only dud is the Long Game. I think that's still not good. And Adam, say no more. Sorry, Adam. What else have I? Let's have a quick look in my letterbox. Any highlights? Oh yeah, we watched The Toxic Avenger last week.
Oh, we did.
I got kind of a cult classic, very strange film.
Did you watch something else as well after it?
No, I think that was just it. Oh, I watched The One-Armed Swordsman. That was quite fun.
Oh yeah,
that was quite fun. Yeah. It takes him a long time to become the One-Armed Swordsman, though.
Does it?
I thought half an hour. I guess that's inside an instant, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess another film. I guess I don't know if it's still in cinema, but I want to shout The Ballad of Wallace Island, which I've seen twice now. Small little British sort of rom-com, which I don't usually go for. Set on like a little island, filmed in Wales. It's quirky, it's very British. It's just a nice, gentle comedy about it's the idea that it's about this singer songwriter, these two, this like duo. They're a duo, but they're also like together. They're a couple. Then they split up, and it's like this whole thing of like, can we have the music without the past? Can we separate the two things? It's really good. It's really nice. Again, it's if you like that sort of thing, definitely go give it a watch, because it probably had a very small budget, and it's very indie. So yeah, that's it really. And I guess the only other thing I've been playing the new Doom game, which is quite fun.
Yeah,
that's very fun. Nearly at the end of that. That's it really. Not really much out game wise, or I mean, I'm trying to I want to watch more TV, because I don't watch enough TV, but because I often find putting on a movie is much easier. There's less time.
Yeah.
Trying to get through Andor season 2, and he's so good. I don't even have there's not a reason for me not to watch it.
Oh, I thought you'd watched it all.
No, I'm about halfway through. I'm just at the part where apparently now, like, I think I'm like an episode or 2 where it gets like next level, like, goodness.
I'm learning something about Jake Thompson here. So you don't watch, for example, I'm watching 86 at the moment. And I'm gonna watch 86 until I finish 86. I'm not gonna be like, I'll start Blue Lock, which is another one I'm gonna watch as well. Yeah. Do you like start other things? Do you have multiple things?
No, I tend to avoid that. Doctor Who's different, obviously, because I've seen it, and that's like a comfort thing. Where is it because you've been watching Doctor Who on the side? Yeah, I think that's what's taken. And I've been. That's fair. It's a nice sort of comfort watch and nostalgia, and it's a lot easier to like. Andor's pretty heavy, and there's a lot going on, so it's, I don't know. Yeah, something I don't know, but I want to finish Andor and then move on to something else. Yeah, it's very, very good. And yeah, I'm about to hit the point where it's like, these are all 10 out of 10s on IMDb. I'm like, yay.
Well, at least if I ever go through a Star Wars phase of watching the TV shows,
you're going to have too much.
I'll have a lot of things to do.
I'm almost certain there's a new Marvel show out today. Or it could be tomorrow.
Probably every day.
I think it's called Ironheart.
Oh yeah. I've
So
seen
we're out today or
adverts for that.
tomorrow. I'm not interested at all. I'd love to know if you are.
Is
if
it
as in, you know.
is it just a female Iron Man, just
Wow,
called
so
Ironheart?
derogatory.
Well,
Well, it's got like links to the Wakandans.
Iron
and
Woman,
The
just called Ironheart.
Wakandians? Wakandans? What are they called?
People from Wakanda.
Yeah, that's basically yeah. But I didn't know if they had like a name.
Wait, what's it about? Them.
It's like it's more connected to that lot.
Them lot. Ugh.
Right.
We like Wakanda. I haven't seen the film.
What,
But-
Black Panther?
Oh no, I've seen Black Panther.
But you haven't
not
seen
Wakanda Forever.
this, yeah. But yeah, that's
So
that's-
they create an Iron Woman.
I don't know what it's about. Okay, like I've seen a bit of the trailer. I'm like, I don't.
I think I saw Iron Woman come out of a house and blow up a car or something.
Oh, another
That's
shout.
awesome.
I watched the film a couple of days ago. It's a new Predator film, but it's animated.
Oh yeah.
It's very good. Like I was surprised. It's an anthology basically, and the whole kind of gimmick of it is that because I'm not a big Predator fan. Like he's cool or whatever, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. But each segment is set in a different periods of history. So the first one is like Vikings.
Yeah.
Second one, probably the best one, is in Japan, and it's a samurai, samurai
nice.
story, and it's got no dialogue. I'm like, cool. And then the third one's like a World War II one, I think, with like a plane
Yeah.
fighter. Really good, really bloody, kind of animation similar to Spider-Verse ish, like very stylish.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's very gory. It's got great fight scenes. It's an hour and a half. It's a lot of fun. So
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
that's cool.
I did watch those recently as well. I don't know if I
Predator
spoke
films.
about no the Cross
Oh, Spider-Man, yeah,
I don't know if
Spider-Verse,
I said last episode,
I believe
but
you did.
talking about like Predator stuff, are you excited for Alien Earth?
I am, but because actually I've been avoiding like any trailers or whatever because I'm like
Yeah.
I don't if I'm gonna watch it I'd rather not know anything really. But there was a trailer that played in the cinema when I went to see 28 Years, and trailer would be I'd be overselling it. It was just a black screen and sound, and then it went like, and then there was a brief thing of like, they've got these specimens and
Yeah.
they're shit, and then it like ended. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, don't show me too much. Just
Yeah.
tease what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm more excited for it because the showrunner Noah Hawley did Fargo, and Fargo's insanely good. So if he can bring any sort of, if any of that greatness over here, then go for it. I feel like it's a bit too soon. In a way, from Romulus. I feel like I could have waited a bit longer and then had it.
No, I guess they want to like try and do it when
Cash
it's
in
hot.
on it, yeah. Because Romulus 2's happening, I believe.
Is it?
Pretty sure. Although Ridley Scott, I swear the other day said in an interview that
He's not doing it anymore.
his and James Cameron's Alien were the only good ones, which is quite funny, isn't it,
No.
for him to say? But
Well, is he wrong?
he's nearly right. I mean, Romulus is really good though. So
Don't really like the big guy at the end.
boo. There's also another Predator film coming out this year. It's a live action one.
I don't know if I've seen the first Predator.
They're all right. People are saying that they're kind of building up to an Alien vs Predator reboot. But
I've never seen,
cares?
seen this Predator.
someone, I guess, out there cares.
Maybe.
I saw the second one, and it's the darkest film I've ever seen. I don't mean content. I mean literally. I couldn't see it. It was terrible. That film is terrible. Anyway,
Don't go see Alien vs Predator 2.
Requiem, I think it's called. The first one is fun enough because it's so silly. And I think it's like in Egypt or something. It's like the pyramids. But the second one is so... I'm intrigued to watch it again and to see if I'm that wrong about it.
It was just your brightness on your laptop.
That could be
It's
the
just like,
case.
Oh, just turn the brightness up.
Just didn't have me brightness. Oh, this is a masterpiece. I doubt it. Anyway,
Who knows?
thank you for everyone for tuning in.
Thank you for listening to us for 55 minutes.
Yeah, we want
Again.
we want to know what your opinion is of 20 years later. Definitely go check it out if you haven't already, and let us know what you think the next ones will be, because that's another thing, isn't it? I assume they'll follow on.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the
exactly,
second one's called the Bone Temple. I'm like, right.
They have.
What does that mean?
Names.
Yeah, third one obviously haven't been shot or anything, so we don't know what that is. But the Bone Temple.
Oh, she's just been 28 years later. Part 2.
29 years later. 28 years later and
56
2 months
and
later.
then 112. 112 years later.
That's a Cillian Murphy's gonna look pretty old in that one. Unless he's
AI.
like being cryo freezed and they're like, we need
Yeah.
Jim. Anyway, adios everyone.